Hello, today making my 2013 NFL playoff predictions. There's a lot of intriguing matchups here. We'll start on the AFC side in the wild card round. When you have the 6-seed Cincinnati Bengals taking on the 3-seed Houston Texans, you have one team going with tons of momentum in the Cincinnati Bengals, and you have another team, the Houston Texans, that's down way low. They're playing bad football, lost 3 of the last 4 games, just not playing as good as they're capable of, and it's in Houston, so I think it'll be really tough for Cincinnati going to Houston. I usually like to go with the teams with the momentum, but here, I just got to go with the better team because I think they're going to get a win here. I'm going to have to go with the 3-seed Houston Texans, and that will make them face the 2-seed New England Patriots. The next game here on the AFC side in the wild card round is the 5-seed Indianapolis Colts taking on the 4-seed Baltimore Ravens. And here you have two teams that are playing for something. Both teams are going to be pretty emotional. For the Indianapolis Colts, you have Chuck Pagano. It's been a great story. The Colts have had a great year, 11-5, and then you have the 10-6 Baltimore Ravens. Ray Lewis just today actually. Announced that he will retire after the season, so they don't want to lose. They want to keep it going. They want to keep Ray's games alive. So you have two teams here that both playing for something, but then you also have lots of differences. You have one team that's very young, and the Indianapolis Colts with not that much experience, but then you have the Baltimore Ravens with much experience. It's a pretty older team, so it's going to be a great game. But here, I got to go with my team on this one. I think the Colts go into Baltimore and pick up the upset victory versus the Baltimore Ravens, and that would leave them to face the 1-seed Denver Broncos. Now we'll go to the NFC side here, and the wild card round when you have the 6-seed Minnesota Vikings taking on the 3-seed Green Bay Packers. This came off the Minnesota Vikings. They got into the playoffs in last week as they took care of Green Bay in Minnesota with a great game. It was really fun to watch. Both teams playing pretty good football right now, but it's in Lambeau Field. It's in a very hostile environment, so I got to go with the Green Bay Packers on this one. The next game we have here is the 5-seed Seattle Seahawks at the 4-seed Washington Redskins. In my opinion, you have two young quarterbacks here, both playing good football. So I think it's going to be a very intriguing matchup. I'm really excited to watch this game. It is in Washington, so it'll be pretty tough for them to go in there and get the victory. But I think you got to go with Russell Wilson here, the better defense, and I like Seattle in this game, and that will lead them to take on the 1-seed Atlanta Falcons. So now we have the wild card round up here. We have the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots taking on the Houston Texans, the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Atlanta Falcons, and the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Green Bay Packers. We'll go back to the AFC side here, and here's probably going to be the game of the playoffs. You have the Indianapolis Colts at the Denver Broncos, who are playing really good football right now. Winners 11 straight. Won all of those games by more than 7 points. And you have the Colts going into Denver facing Peyton Manning and his former team. So it's going to be a very great game to watch. Both teams are playing good football, but right now Denver's just a better team. They're playing too good of football for the Colts to beat them right now. But I got to go with Denver on this one. And then on the other side here, you have the 2-seed New England Patriots that will host the 3-seed Houston Texans. Again, what happened in New England, I don't think it's going to be that much of a repeat, but the Texans just aren't playing good enough football right now to beat the New England Patriots, and it's in New England, so I got to go with New England on this one. We'll go over here to the NFC side, and you have the 5-seed Seattle Seahawks taking on the 1-seed Atlanta Falcons. Everybody's talking about it. The Falcons can't win a playoff game. Matt Ryan hasn't done anything. I think it's going to change. It's in Atlanta. They play very good football in Atlanta. I know they haven't won the games with big margins, but I think they're going to take care of business, and Matty Ice will get his first playoff win. And then you have another great game here. You have the San Francisco 49ers with Colin Kaepernick hosting the Green Bay Packers with Aaron Rodgers. And in the playoffs, it always seems to come down to the better quarterback. I know they have a great defense. They're playing great football right now. But I think Green Bay will win this game. They got a better quarterback, and it always seems to come to that. So I'll go with the Green Bay Packers in this one. And then we have the AFC Championship, Tom Brady versus Manning, another classic. Great game there, but I think you got to go with Denver on this one. They're playing too good at football right now. I think they'll get revenge for their early loss to the Patriots. I think Peyton Manning goes back to the Super Bowl. And then the NFC Championship, you have the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Green Bay Packers. Great game in Atlanta. But I think that I gotta go with Green Bay. I don't think Atlanta will be able to stop Aaron Rodgers in this one, and I think he'll take care of that game, and that sets up the Denver Broncos versus the Green Bay Packers in the Super Bowl. Great game, two great quarterbacks going at it. Super Bowl, February 3rd. But I think the Denver Broncos and Peyton Manning get it done. Playing absolutely tremendous football right now. Peyton Manning hitting with all of his receivers, Demaryius Thomas, Eric Decker, Brandon Stokely, a great defense that includes Von Miller. I think it'll be a little bit too much for the Green Bay Packers to handle. So thank you for watching. These are my playoff predictions. If you liked the video, please give it a like rating, and have a nice day.